Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Carter time. Welcome you to another OTP Legends League Game of the Day. And today from Coors Field, it's the 75 Reds and the 2007 Colorado Rockies. Both really terrible teams, but they get the spotlight today. Don Gullett will take on Jeff Francis, a pair of lefties going toe-to-toe. Here are your starting lineups. Dan Threesen will DH and lead off. Pete Rose, Charlie Hustle in left. Joe Morgan will play second, chicken wing. Johnny Bench behind the plate. Tony Perez at first. Mutsu Takahashi at third. Alberto Lugo playing right. Doug Flynn playing short. And Ed Armbruster playing center. There are a lot of players that are like exhausted. They need to take some time off. The 07 Rockies. Tulo at short. Hilton at first. Halliday in left. Brad Hop will play right. Gary Atkins at third. Yurvit will catch. Diego Bruno will play second. Jeff Baker will play center. And Bartola Ornelas will DH. Yeah. I know the full thing is a little off. I don't know why the initial camera is like on deck circle. All that. Sorry about that. Anyway, Jeff Francis, Canadian from Vancouver, 4-11. After two less than pleasant seasons, he's not done well. He has 6 in losses. He takes on Dan Driesen, the DH, who needs to have his face changed. And Homer from Hilton Head. Yeah, I don't know why Driesen is that way. Both teams are in last place in their divisions. The 07 Rockies are trying to win the season series. Let's see what Jeff Francis does. 11 hits per 9 innings. Driesen smokes at the center. Caught. Bank of America and Molson Canadians sponsoring today's game. Pete Rose, Charlie Hustle. He is cold, but with Jeff Francis and his hitting prowess, they needed to put him in. And a 5-3 put out there, 2 down. Joe Morgan. Morgan to right, and a catch. 3 up, 3 down. Troy Tulowitzki will bat against Don Gullett, who starts 6-10 for Lynn, Massachusetts, 9-13 down to 7-10 and 6-10. He did win against the Cardinals legends, but no decision against the 1906 Cubs. He had a bone spur. He was out 5 weeks early last year. Tulo, shortstop from Santa Clara, who the Blue Jays should have had in real life in 2005 draft, but they drafted Russ Adams. So let's see what Gullett does. 9 home runs given up. Tulo to center field. A catch. Yeah, it's an out. Here's Todd Hilton. Hilton flip. Purdue. Takahashi makes the catch. That's for Matt Holliday. Holliday takes it deep to left. Take a good look. You won't see that one for long. Say goodbye to that one. Holiday Road. Holiday Road. Well, that's the problem with Goty. He gives up too many home runs. Here's Hawk. He wants home run number 20. Not today. So we're going to miss strike 3. But Matt Holliday goes DPD. What can you do? 1-0. Johnny Bench, the leading catcher of the 70s in the NL, hits, fly ball to left, and is that Holliday in left field? I think so. Yep, he makes the catch. Here's Tony Perez. All for it. Mutsu Takahashi, he's usually a catcher, but they've got some tired players. Ozzie Blues is tired, Dave Concepcion's tired, George Foster and Ken Griffey Sr. tired, and Pedro Chacon has been struggling. So they needed to do something. So Takahashi moved to third base. He has played third base in Nihon, so that's why he said he can play third base. This could be out at first. I'm actually surprised he didn't go to second to get Perez. Here's Alberto Lugo. playing right field. Got it for 3. Nice job by Francis. 1-0 for the Rockies. Here comes Garrett Atkins. Atkins. And the third, Takahashi throws to first. And throws off the mark. It's E5. Here's the catcher, Toriyama. The bunt. Takahashi went for the ball, but Goty makes the catch. So that didn't work out. Diego Bruno. Bruno to right field. Sliding play by Lugo makes the basket catch. It didn't look like that. Jeff Baker playing center field for Cold player. And he swings and misses. Baker's out. Goty with him on a fastball 90 on the gun. Colorado, well, they've had their problems. Matsui, Tavares, and Spielberg's all need rest too. A lot of people said this game has been watered down. Well, they are in last place, these guys. So it's like, who cares? You might as well just get some at-bats when you can. Fly ball to the left, nice catch. Here's Armbrister. 1 for 9 coming in for Cole Chacon. Brister, the second, throw the first, out. It's 2. Here comes Dreesen. Dreesen smacks to the center. This looks catchable. It is catchable by Baker. 3 up, 3 down. Here's Ornelas, the DH. He gone on a fastball 91 in the gun. Now, is Ornelas a homegrown player or no? He was a minor league free agent signing. So, okay. Massachusetts, so he's not who I think he was. Too low. Drives to the left field. Back. Oh, caught by Rose. I thought for sure that he had hit it over Rose's head. Not for a home run, but for a double. Helton slides it to first, and a stomp by Perez. 3 up, 3 down themselves. 1-0. On to the fourth, and here comes Pete Rose. Rose. Liner right to Bruno. Incredible catch. No, he just made a reaction play. Joey Morgan. Pepper for the first. 2 outs. Bench. Floater, but it looks catchable by Bruno. And Francis done pretty well for himself through 4 innings of play. Here's Matt Holliday, 12th home run of the year that way. What's the difference? Looking for another one? Not even close. Rose makes the catch, 1 down. For Brad Hawk. Hawk, floater. Base hit. Garrett Atkins. A nice catch by Morgan. It looked like the ball was sliding down. Straight up. Remember the third. Skip tackle. How she goes to first. Oh, he had a bad and an infield hit. That was kind. Here's Bruno. Winners are moving. Oh, that just went through Morgan, and they go for the plate. So it's an RBI single by Diego Bruno. It's 2-0 for the Rams. Here comes Baker. Popped up. I think he's going to get it. No, Perez wants the ball. I was thinking Goty was going to get the ball. Yeah. Perez goes to the center. Nice catch by Baker. 1 out. Here's Takahashi. Takahashi floats it to right field. Oh, that's 2 down. Yeah, I know. Coors Field doesn't really have the best seating thing. Here's Lugo. Into the second, and a nice job. So Francis looking pretty good through 5 innings of play. Here's Ornelas. To left field. That drops in. To the Witzke. He bunts and takes it. Ball 3. He probably won't bunt. I'm surprised he bunted on 3-0. I would not have. I would have forced him to come inside. His third sacrifice hit. Here's Helton. And that's a wild pitch. Runner moves to third, and now comes Helton going to third. Past Takahashi. That's a base hit. And he's going for 2. He's got 2. So Helton with a double to make it 3-0. Here's Holliday. Popped up. Someone's got to get it. That's bench. Now for Hop, short, and a nice play to first. So the 07 Rockies score another run, make it 3-0 after 5. Here's Doug Flynn. Flynn. Nope, that's going nowhere. Nice catch by Elbow, 1 down. Here's our Brister. Ball 4, hoof. That's the second walk. Here's Dreesen. Chopper. Gonna go second for 1. First, big double play. 163 Money in the Bank catching. Didn't think that was possible. At least the lead runner would have been retired. Here's Garrett. Reverse, that's a base hit, and that is going to be a double. Yep, I think that's going to knock Golet out. Yep, they're going to go to the bullpen now. Atkins gets a big double. It's 19th double, and Golet is going to come out. It would be Eastwick and Williamson, pair of righties, so warm up. Trey up. Right by the right, nice stretch. And runner stays at second. Diego. Up the middle, base hit. It's not going to score the run. They're going for it. Why not? And Diego Bruno's got 2 RBIs today. Kaz Matsui, 2. And Eastwick is ready, so that's going to be the end of Golet's today. Eastwick, 3-7. With 11 saves for this team. He was the closer, and then he dropped down a little bit. So 15-11 for Camden. From Camden, New Jersey. So Eastwick's going to... Well, Eastwick's not the main closer anymore. Baker to center field. That's a catch. 1 down. Hey, he's not the closer anymore? No. It's Jay Howell. Technically. Here's Ornelas. Big drive left field. And take a good look. You won't see it for long. That's gone. Bartolo Ornelas. Well, good thing they found this guy. It's now 6-0. Rocky Mountain High. Scott Williamson is now coming into pitch. Might as well. 3-2. He played for the Reds Legends. Played for the 04 Red Sox. 0-16 as a starter. They decided to dump him off, and now went back to the bullpen. 3-4 with a save. Smart move to go back to the bullpen. I mean, why would they have him start like all these games? Tulo, and that's a base hit to center field. 100th hit. Oh, congratulations and salutations, Helton popped up, and that's going to be a cut. But the 07 Rockies, thanks to Bartolo Ornelas, went deep. It's 6-0 Rockies. On to the 7th, and here comes Rose. Too short. They got to go quickly. They do. Nice drop by Tulo. 1 hopper, 1 out. Here's our Morgan. Did it go? Ball 4. Oof. Did not go around. Here's bench. Runner goes. They will not get it. Morgan's got his 35th stolen base. Here's bench. Got him. Big job on the fastball. 89 on the gun. Strike 3. And here comes Perez. Perez golfs at the center, but that is going to be in the glove of Baker. 6-0 through 6.5. Look at the box score. Rockies doing what they're doing. Ornelas with a 2-run home run. That's his 2nd Major League home run. Gola tried his best. Well, 10,000 people are here. Now let's take a look at the tomorrow we're going to stay on the West Coast. We're headed to Slam Diego as the San Diego Legends of Adrian Gonzalez, Tony Gwynn, and yes, Dave Winfield will take part. They'll host the 1960 Pirates, the team that got fit with 3 players from the 1960 Pirates in real life dying this year. Roy Face, Dylan Mazeroski, and Bob Skinner. I think only one of them is on the 60s Pirates. But yeah, the 60 Pirates take on the Padres Legends tomorrow night on the network. Here's Holiday. Holiday to right field. Oh, and a sliding play by Lugo. 1 down. For Brad Hawk. That's a base hit. Here's Atkins. That's a wild pitch. That is indeed. Here's Atkins. to right. This looks like a catch, and they'll stay at second. Why not? Here's Toriyaba. Toriyaba down the third. Takahashi throws the first. And that's a mistake. Takahashi. That's the second bad throw by him today. First and third for Diego Bruno. Looking for RBI number 3, but Rose will make the catch. So it's 6-0 through 7. Here's Takahashi. Takahashi hits it, but too short. Too low easily throws the first. That's an out. Here comes Lugo. Lugo. Back to Tulo the first. Is he out? It's off the mark. Oh, it's an E6. Okay, here's Flynn. Flynn goes at the center, but it will be cut by Baker. 2 down for Armbruster. All 4. Francis walking a lot of people. Driesen. Driesen pops up in an infield. Second base. And a nice play by Bruno. Well, the Reds can't get anything going. 6-0. Now you got to be thinking, well, what will Colorado do? Baker, the center. I think they'll keep Baker because he's been making plays. Ornelas is 2 for 3. You're not going to take him out. Might as well keep him in the game. Ornelas trying to get another hit, but nope. Fly ball left, nice catch there. 2 down for Tulo. Tulo golfs it to right center. This is trouble, but that's going to be cut by Lugo. Call your friends, call your neighbors, because something could happen here in the ninth. P. Rose is due up. Rose golfs at the left. This will be caught by Holiday. 1 down for Joe Morgan. Morgan flips it to left. Will it land? Exciting play by Matt Holiday. Makes the catch. 2 down. Let's take a look at the Super Stats replay. That's a 4-star play. That was falling fast. That would have been foul. And now Johnny Bench, the last hope. Pitch on the way. Bench golfs it to right. This is gonna do it! Can you believe it? It has never happened on OTP Legends League TV. It has never happened. It has happened. It's a no-hitter on the OTP Legends League Game of the Day. I never thought I would see this day. I never thought of this. And especially with how terrible Francis was. 4-11 coming into today's game. Unreal. This is GOTY, Game of the Year. There's a reason why I think it's Game of the Year. Unreal. I never thought that could happen. I never thought it could happen. I mean, and you're thinking, oh, the 75 Reds had cream puffs. Do you call Pete Rose a cream puff? Do you call Joe Morgan a cream puff? Do you call Johnny Bench a cream puff? Do you dare call Tony Perez a cream puff? Or even Dan Driesen? Well, look at the top 5. Well, so 27 at bats by the Reds, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, 8 left on base. Well, 3 of them by Driesen. Yeah, 4 walks. Well, he only left 2 people, Bench and Lugo. Armbruster took 2 walks. Perez and Morgan took walks too. Driesen grounded in a double play. 4 people left on base. The Rockies, well, Halladay and Ornelas went deep. Every Rocky except for Baker got a hit. Baker would have probably been pinch hit for, but they need his defense. And especially with the fact that Francis was throwing a no-no. If he was not throwing a no-hitter, if he probably gave up 1 or 2 hits, I think Baker definitely would have been replaced. Yeah, they would have replaced Baker on the bench. The 2007 Rockies probably would have put, would have put Willie Tavares, or even Willie Tavares should have hit because he could play center field. But Baker has had some great plays. Unreal. Tulo did make an error. Takahashi made 2 errors and then the double play. Jeff Francis goes to 5-11. His ERA dips to 5.48. Gullett couldn't do anything. Eastwood gave up the home run, and then Scott Williamson did well in 2 1/3 innings of relief. Jeff Francis, his game score 85. He faced 31 batters, 4 above the minimum, and that was 4 walks. He got 16 flyouts, 8 groundouts, 2 strikeouts. What was out number 27? Yeah, wait. If he got 16 people on a flyout and 8 on a groundout, is 1 on a lineout because he had 2 strikeouts? That's 26 outs. And only 10,900 fans braved this game. We have to look at the game log. We have to fucking look at the game log. And yes, we will. I will make sure I record the whole replay for prosperity. Game log. All right, so the 75 Reds. Dreesen took a 2-1 pitch and flew out. P. Rose grounded out on the first pitch, and Morgan on a 2-1 pitch flew out. Top of the second, Budge on a 1-2 pitch flew out to the left. Tony Perez took 4 straight balls. Takahashi grounded out 5-3, so that Perez went to second base on a 1-1 pitch. On a payoff pitch, Lugo struck out looking. Top of the third, Doug Flynn flew out on the first pitch. Armbrister on the first pitch grounded out. Dan Dreesen on a 1-2 pitch flew out. And in the fourth, Rose on a 1-0 pitch flew out. Morgan 0-2 pitch grounded out. Johnny Bench on a 1-2 pitch flew out. And in the fifth, Perez on a 0-1 pitch flew out. Takahashi on a 1-2 pitch flew out. And Lugo on a 1-1 pitch grounded out. In the top of the sixth, Flynn flew out F2 on the first pitch. Armbrister walked on a 3-1 pitch. Dreesen on a 2-0 pitch grounded into the double play that ended the sixth. In the seventh, Rose on a 1-2 pitch grounded out. Morgan took 4 straight balls. Bench on a 1-2 pitch struck out looking, and then Perez on a 2-0 pitch flew out. In the top of the eighth, Takahashi grounded out on the first pitch. Lugo reached on an E6 by Tulo. Flynn on a 0-1 pitch flew out. Armbrister took a walk on 5 pitches, and then Dreesen came in on a 2-2 pitch and flew out. And in the top of the ninth, Rose flew out on an 0 pitch. Morgan took a lot of pitches. On a 2-2 pitch, he flew out, and then Bench on the second pitch flew out. And that was it. The 75 Reds, of course, they had Bluge, Concepcion, Foster, and Griffey Sr. There was no way, well, then Nunemaker, Henderson, and Chacon, but yeah, there was no effing way. Like, if it went to, like, Takahashi downwards, they had, like, George Foster. George Foster would have been a good pitch. Ken Griffey Sr. would have been a good move, but because of their fatigue and all that, you know, this is like one of the greatest replays of all time. And he does not get the number 1 star. That's Willie Mays, who hit for the cycle against the 0-1 Diamondbacks. Pathetic. Nomar for the 0-4 Red Sox with a triple short of the cycle. He's your 3rd star. But yeah, Jeff Francis, number 2 performance of the day. We will do the highlight reel. We have to. Anyway, the 84 Tigers beat the White Sox Legends in the 12th. Hernandez beats Pizarro. Over Red Sox win 12-4. Baez beats Lefty Grove the day after the lost 17-1. 1920 Indians win 4-3. Garcia gets a W over Barajo's trying to save. The 93 Blue Jays win 7-3. BB beats Casimir. Ramirez picks up the save. The Yankees Legends win the 11th. Goose beats Curtis. Blue Jay Legends win 6-2. Doc now 13-3. Moyer loses. Hanky picks up the save. Boston narrowly won 3-2. Johnny Lester beats Gaylor Perry. Papelbon in his 25th save. Orioles Legends 6-1. Mussina now 10-2 beats McHugh. Texas wins in the 12th over Kansas City. Cordero beats Montgomery. The defending champs lose to the Twins 3-2. Yohan Santana 11-9. Ruben Dell could not get his 16th win. Nathan his 25th save. Then the 11 Rangers win 5-2. Wilson beats Palmer. Darren Oliver the save. 85 Rose win 9-5. Saberhagen beats Tapani with Ballman pick up the save. 2002 Angels win 3-1. Washburn beats Sakat. Donald the save. I think that's a sweep. And then 2-1 Mariners beat the Tigers 3-2. Horner beats Verlander. Arthur Rhodes to save. And the Angels Legends win 8-2. Weaver beats Jared Richard. National League time. Expos Gagne set à trois. Perez beats Chemnitz. Wetlands 31st save. Marlins Legends win 3-1. Beckett beats Zambrano. Harvey is 19th save. Padres Legends win 6-4-2 in the 9th. Mark Davis beats Mossy. Hoffman's 30th save. Cardinals walk-off Chuck Hafey. Roosevelt over Chapman. Has to be a walk-off home run because they won by 2. 64 Cardinals win 5-1. Bobby Gibson beats Steve Carlton. Philly Legends win 8-2. The defending National League champs Doyle. Pete Alexander beats Kurt Schilling. Giants Legends win 3-0. Marichal beats Bobby Witt. Red Witt Cutter. 98 Padres will shout out Kevin Brown. Now, the funny thing is, before Jeff Francis, Kevin Brown was the closest. Season 3 against the Marlins Legends, he was 2 outs away from a no hitter and he botched it. Sid Fernandez lost. I'll have to go back to my thing and kind of show you it. The Mets Legends win 5-2. Seaver beats Greg Maddux. Big win for him. Viola, his fourth save. 54 Giants won 7-6. Salazar beats Manano with Cook's 19th save. The 97 Marlins won 2-1. Alfonseca beats Lovell. Well, 2 in the ninth, that worked. And Rick Halling picked up the save. Brewers Legends won 7-2. Higuera beats Nomo. 82 Brewers 6-5. Shantz beats Scherzer with Krim's 16th save. 2007 Rockies win. Of course, the no hitter and the Colorado Legends won 7-4. Cook beats Horland. Houston Street's 34th save. So we'll continue. We're just going to continue. Don't worry. The San Diego game is. So we're going to do the news items. News listing. Yeah, we'll do the news listing, and then of course I will make sure to tape that thing. Improve Grove Medwick. Mace collects a cycle. He's pretty good. He singled, then tripled, then home run, then hit a double in the 7th. Francis no hits the Reds. Well, that's the 5th no hitter. Charlie Jamison of the 1920 Indians. He had torn labrum. He's out for the rest of the season. He's 29. He'll come back. He'll be back in center field. Roger Zadaniel will have to play center field now for Cleveland. Jameson was a decent hitter and all that, but he's gone. Yeah, 29. He'll be okay. Wait, how long is he technically out for? 5-6 months, so he'll be out till February. Yeah, we'll keep him. Pafko out 4 to 5 weeks for the Cubs Legends with a hamstring. So that kind of ruins center field, right? Especially with the fact they're chasing for the playoffs. They are actually 11 and a half back. Kiki center, Riggs, and Sosa, Kingman DHing Planto. So yeah, Pafko is gone. Kiki will have to play center field. And Cliff Lee, wow, brutal. A torn rotator cuff at 33. I think he's gone. Well, he had a pair of 19-win seasons for Cleveland, and now he's gone for the year. 7-2. Rotator cuff. He'll be out till May. So that's a brutal miss for a guy who had 2 19-win seasons for Cleveland, and now he's gone. He's 33. I'm going to probably give him a chance. Yeah, I'll give him a chance. Now we'll Cleveland. Well, it's Perry, Sabathia, Feller, McDowell. Early win. Well, that works out. I would have won Natty Joss, but he's now like a reliever. And Chris Perez or Pastano. But yeah, early win will have to come in. Cleveland leads Kansas City by 1 for the Central. Good Lord. I just want to know. Any good relievers in the system? Well, yeah, Kowalski's like, you only have like 5 pitchers. Kowalski's the only other like starter you can throw in. Cleveland's going to be screwed for a little bit with Kowalski. They're tops in the AL Central, but yeah, that could be brutalized. Of course, I'll keep an eyeball. I'm going to record the replay of the Rockies Reds game. I will make sure that Dan Dreesen does change color, in essence. And then I will make sure I take a look. I do the prelude to San Diego versus um, the Marlins. If I can remember. I think it's season 3 or 4. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.